Okay, here we go. We live now. We on and popping. He don't rap like that. You already know the business. Man, I just stumbled upon this one. This is so crazy right here. I stumbled upon this looking for just rolling through clips, and then I've ran into the clip of T.Roy being killed. And it was so crazy how he was shot down. Like, man, I don't know, I had so much, like, Chicago business is so different. My best friend was from Chicago. When I was a teen, he's from Chicago, and it's crazy work out there. Crazy work. If you seen the scene when T.Roy got killed, that was crazy to me, for a guy to have this reputation that he did, and to let an individual walk up on him while him and his boy was politicking. That was so crazy to me, how they was politicking in the store. But then again, I have done that before. Like, in the store, you feel kind of secure, and you isolated, so you kick it with your mans, you know, in the back of the store or whatever, just having a little sidebar. Even though they walked to the store together, that was the crazy thing to me. Like, why the fuck y'all having a conversation so intent like that? And why when some niggas walk up, like when niggas walk up, I'm on that. Who the fuck is you? Do I know you? Like, I ain't saying this type of shit. I'm saying I'm clutching, and that's the energy that I'm on. Like, that's the aggression I'm pushing. You know what I'm saying? That's the agenda I'm pushing. I'm pushing straight towards you, nigga. What's happening? Like, nigga, and then how they, like, casually, like, stroll and wow, man, fuck no, nigga. You ain't walking up on me like that. No, sir. No day. No days off. I'm on you. But let's get into this, man. That's how I ran up on this. I actually was looking for that clip, and then I ran into the murder of TB, the guy who actually killed him. And it was so crazy watching the clip of TB walking away from the store, because he was smiling, like he was happy that he caught T.Roy, that he, you know, shot T.Roy. It was crazy, man, seeing that. But this is titled Murder of T. 26, 2017. Damn, this is damn near 10 years ago. 3 years from now, that'd be 10 years, you know what I'm saying? And we at the end of 24. So this is 7 years ago. All right, let's I'm gonna play this, man. Let me see if my volume up. You feel me? Oh, hell, it ain't playing. It ain't playing for some reason. Huh. It's still acting funny. Let's play it. Why did it stop? There we go. Keyboard acting.
With his right-hand man Poppy, an FBG brick being murdered just months earlier, TB should have seen the warning signs that he was not safe in Chicago. Likely he did, but he simply couldn't leave the streets alone after having lost so many of his best friends. TB had in fact made himself a target by bragging about his crimes on the internet, and even choosing to taunt O-Block and Get Back Gang by claiming they will never get back. A brave post considered.
He said they would never get back. That's crazy. He just said that's a brave post. Let me see if I can rewind that. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy post. That's nasty work right there. Say they'll never get back. It just showed a picture of TB with a FBG Duck. Man, when I seen Duck get shot, that was one of the shootings that was like so surreal to me. I was so surprised and so taken off guard when I seen Duck laying in the street shot. When I seen it broadcast live, I was like, what the fuck? This can't be real. My nigga, that was like, let me see, the biggest murder following, rapper murders following West Coast. Nipsey. Was it Nipsey? Or maybe it was after Pop Smoke. Like, Duck was he was the biggest like murder at that time. And I'm trying to place where I was. I remember, I think I was back in Michigan. I was like, damn. I was so fucked up when I couldn't believe it. I said, ain't no way that's Duck. I thought it was like a trick or something, just to be, seeing him and know the state of Chicago and how they really be on it, like on a serious tip. Like, ain't no question about it. To see him laid out like that, that was crazy to me. But yeah, they got a picture of TB with Duck telling the Get Back gang they would never get back.
TB had in fact made himself a target by bragging about his crimes on the internet and even choosing to taunt O-Block and Get Back gang by claiming they will never get back. A brave post considering they had already killed 2 people at this point. As TB chose not to relocate in this war, sadly, eventually, it would end up catching up with him. At this point, Get Back gang was truly looking for TB, and HK was even seen on Jaro City Skinny's Instagram Live asking for his location. HK could also be seen on social media, sliding and looking for TB with the other members. Then, on the 23rd of September, E-Dog would ominously post to Twitter saying that Get Back gang was on the way, telling his fans, just watch what was about to happen. On the morning of the 23rd...
I mean, they own him. For them to say that, they done did their homework and they got some locations on you. Like, they know some spots you be. For them to say, just watch, that mean they getting close. They getting close, my dog. They was getting close right there. That was, I don't know, he probably took that as an empty threat. Like, man, niggas just talking about, oh, watch this, and you know how niggas be, man. Nigga probably thought that was just talk. Like, they say feeling blessed this morning. Wait, hold on, cause this say September 26th. This post right here from TB, Terry Cash Out Berry. That's TB. This is like a Twitter. But it just says something about the 23rd. Let me go back for a second. Let me see what the 23rd was.
Then, on the 23rd of September, E-Dog would ominously post to Twitter saying that Get Back gang was on the way, telling his fans, just watch what...
Said they was getting close on the 23rd. Then he make a post on the 26th saying, I feel blessed. Feeling blessed.
TB. Was about to happen. On the morning of the 26th, TB shared to Facebook...
Hold on.
September,
who was E-Roy?
Ominously...
It said, O-Block, E-Dog. Get Back gang on the way. Just watch. Eye emojis. Hashtag locked in gang. A lock gang. So I'm pretty sure that's locked in, and he got the, you know what I'm saying? Say E-Roy at O-Block E-Dog. And that is September the 23rd, this post right here. E-Dog would honestly post.
He posted to Twitter saying that Get Back gang was on the way, telling his fans, just watch what was about to happen. On the morning of the 26th, TB shared to Facebook that he was feeling blessed. A truly chilling post, considering what would come next. Allegedly, Get Back gang members had spent days trying to get TB's location, and much later, Lil D would even share the messages from the moment when HK seemingly found TB's location. Allegedly, Get Back gang members had spent days trying to get TB's location.
This is a picture of O-Block. The whole crew, Vaughn was there. They say Get Back gang, then it's blurred out. It's a text, say HK, who the text is coming from. Then it say still crying about this blank heavy on me. It's a dummy, I'm riding. Then he blur out the text and say where you at, blur out the text. And say I got the location right now. And say my boy for life. Where at? Where you think? His crib. Damn, they saying they got the location on his crib. So these is 2 O-Block members or the Get Back gang members texting each other about TB location. The murder of T.Roy's killer, TB. So they own TB. Owning. Tough.
Lil D would even share the messages.
You should know that, being that you killed,
seemingly found TB's location.
Being that you killed a prominent member of O Block, like that a lot of people look up to, bro. You know it's up.
Very incriminating.
It's lit for you.
Apparently preceded the murder. At
It's
12:45 p.m., TB was with a man called Side from Jaro City on the 7,000 block of South Chapel Avenue when someone would pull up, shooting the pair multiple times. Side was struck in the head.
Damn.
Thankfully, survived the incident.
Hold on. They say they was on the block. Somebody slid up and shot both of their ass.
Side from Jaro City on the 7,000 block of South Chapel Avenue when someone would pull up, shooting the pair multiple times. Side was struck in...
They say Side, Jaro City dude got hit, head tapped by HK when TB got killed. And he from Jaro City. So he got head tapped. Damn, so they tearing their ass up, boy. I wonder what else he got hit at. Let me see if he got shot multiple times. That's crazy, man. That's crazy work. That's a bad look, man. Getting head tapped. And then don't let it be you done got hit up too. Like the head tap is enough though, but man, that's hard to survive.
In the head, but thankfully survived the incident.
What? Nigga survived?
Would be less lucky. A rumor would even later circulate that upon being caught by his enemies, TB would actually smile at his attackers and say, "You got me." With this very dramatic...
What? That nigga gangster, boy. He went out like a G. That nigga turned to his motherfucking ops and say, "You got me." Like you caught up to me. Like it was gonna be hard, but it's a LOL. I remember someone on YouTube saying when HK caught TB, he smiled at him and said, "Now you got me." That blank sounded like some heavy fan fiction. It must say that shit must sound like some heavy fan fiction. It said Lil Twan tweeted that he did that. That's crazy, boy. I knew a motherfucker, man. This is Detroit shit though. This is the D. Motherfucker supposedly said when them niggas rolled down on them, he supposedly said, "Man, we finna die like some gangsters today." I mean, he said we finna go out like some gangsters today. He told their ass up, boy. And the nigga survived. Say, Brody said, "Man, we finna go out like some gangsters today." Yeah, he met this fate, man. He was carried by them boys, carried by 6. But anyway, this is crazy, man.
Scenario being heavily disputed by followers of the Chicago drill scene, as well as individuals close to the incident. We'll probably never know exactly what was going through TB's head at that exact moment, but what we do know for certain is that TB, real name Terry Barry, was also shot in the head and later pronounced dead at Northwestern.
Damn, he said he was hit in the head too. Terry Berry, 21, killed in the South Shore shooting. Another man wounded. At 12:45 p.m., the men were in 7,000 block of South Chapel Avenue when they were shot. Police said one man, 21, was hit in the head and was pronounced dead at Northwestern Hospital. Police said Terry Berry of 7,000 block of South Paxton was pronounced dead at 1:23 p.m. according to Cook County Medical Examiner's Office. An autopsy showed that he died from multiple gunshot wounds in a homicide. That's why I say I knew the motherfucker got hit up multiple times. Like he said, he just came down with a rain of bullets, just came lighting their ass up like the 4th of July. Nigga got a head tap, but I knew it was gonna be multiple shots, especially if a nigga rained down on them niggas. They say the other man, 24, was also hit in the head and taken to the hospital in critical condition. No one was in custody. That's crazy. Meet your fate. It's gonna come back. You know what what I'm saying? If you continue to keep spinning and spinning and stay in that same cycle, he gonna come back and get you. I promise that. You know what I'm saying? Especially nigga do some shit like that and then he ain't running from it. He steady, you know, perpetuating and steady pushing that agenda like this one I'm on. Hands are writing no Nobel Peace novels, nah. You know what I'm saying? We ain't on that. We ain't with it that. We this way. And that's the only way it's gonna be.
In hospital, just age 21. But a crazy coincidence is just how similar the headlines were about the murders of T.Roy.
They showing a picture of T.Roy. They say man shot dead inside South Shore store. That's T.Roy. And a man dead, another wounded in the South Shore shooting.
Wait,
I don't know what that means.
TB. Maybe the person writing these articles had a sense of irony, or perhaps more likely, it simply shows just how much the gang lifestyle ultimately ends up repeating itself. The police reports would later show just how brutal this murder was, with the autopsy showing how TB was shot so many times it was likely an entire magazine was emptied into him, and that in the police scan audio, it was even said that they believed the shooters reloaded their guns and shot again. It's rumoured that the gunmen were HK and McAdoo, with this tying a whopping 7 murders to him just in 2017 alone. The police dispatch would also spot the black vehicle that the shooter drove away in.
I just want to say they made that boy an example. They did that. That was a demonstration to put that many bullets in him. That was a representation that how important T.Roy was to them. They had to let him know. They had to show them. He was made an example. Demonstration, for real.
With them claiming that one of the shooters had a light complexion, which likely may have fit McAdoo's description. Indeed, the next day the duo were clearly in high spirits as they were posed together for pictures. And if these rumours are true, HK single-handedly avenged his brother T.Roy after this series of back-to-back murders following T.Roy's death. Meanwhile, TB's friends like FBG Duck would be devastated and mourn his death. In just a few months, 2 of their most notable members, TB and Poppy, were killed at the hands of Get Back Gang. TB's mother would also post a heartbreaking thread to Twitter reacting to his death, and TB's schoolteacher would even post a moving article where he explained his hurt at hearing the news of his former students TB and Poppy's death, with his mother also posting her own emotional tribute to her son in the comments of that article, also calling out hateful and disrespectful comments about her son from Rival.
That's one thing, man. Chicago, a beautiful city, it is, but it is no way out if you doing shit like that. That's one thing about that place I had a little chill when I got there. I was like, man, this is beautiful, but I ain't feeling this city at all. Like, so many bricks and concrete. It's like, my nigga, you get into some shit like this, like, it's just a cycle. You gonna meet that fate eventually. You're like, it's inevitable. Like, ain't nothing else gonna come out from there other than drug dealing and them niggas killing these.
However, unfortunately, others would lurk in the same comments, suggesting that TB himself had allegedly murdered 4 people, including T.Roy. TB's friends, on the other hand, would begin paying tribute to him, publicly naming him as the T.Roy Slayer, and celebrating the murder that had originally caused these brutal back-to-back killings. The extreme wave of violence that followed T.Roy's death is unheard of, even in the extremely violent reality of Chicago's gang wars. Numerous murders in broad daylight followed the span of a few months. After killing TB,
they showing the T.Roy shit. This is crazy how you just let him walk in there on him. Like, man, you serious? Hell no, nigga. No nigga walking up on me like that.
Even in the extremely violent reality of Chicago's gang wars.
Especially if I'm in an environment like this.
The span of a few months. After killing TB, O Block was seemingly not done. And unsurprisingly, they would continue bragging to the whole world. Boss Top would make several tweets poking fun at TB's death, claiming that TB had begged for his life in a reply to one of his tweets, as well as numerous.
Nigga then carried on and passed for him. Beg for your the last Roy. Somebody tweeted that, the last Roy. At one Boss T. Then it say Road to Riches. Whoever that is. blocks away, I ain't ever see Boss Top. The fuck does that mean? Okay. Then it say the last Roy again. At one Boss T, little folks cried before he died. Went out like a... Come on, man. These niggas out cold with these goddamn. They go to social. They just go to social and put salt in your wound. Just pour it in there like, nigga. Take that. Step on the motherfucker. You know how you step on them and twist your feet.
Would make several tweets poking fun at TB's death, claiming that TB had begged for his life in a reply to one of his tweets, as well as numerous other posts, seemingly disputing the version of events where TB had been rumoured to have smiled at his shooters before they got him. E-Dog from O-Block would also join in on the taunting just a day after TB's murder, posting a basketball of scoring and saying rest in peace to T.Roy. Years later, O-Block rapper Muwok would diss TB extensively, saying that he's smoking on Terry Barry in his song Spinnin'. However, before the year would end, the cycle of violence was not finished, as HK himself would tragically lose his life to a completely separate situation in the very place that he would have thought he was the most safe.
Heard that. Heard that. So HK done lost his. Them boys playing a vicious game over there. I wonder is they recording more killings than when Al Capone was there, when the mafia. I think they probably got them boys beat by a long shot. Cause these niggas getting it in on the gang tip. Like they putting out a lot of motherfucking bullets and it's just savagery over in that way. It's fucked up for real. Like when I seen T.Roy murder, that shit was like, express the feeling I got when I seen that shit. It's kind of hard to digest. Seeing Young Dolph shit. It's like, damn, man. How motherfuckers be slipping like that when you in transition, when you in a public place, like, and then you kind of get a glimpse and see motherfucker coming, like, I don't know, I just felt a certain way. That shit get me, like New York say, niggas say it get me tight, it get me kind of pissed, like, damn, nigga lacking, like, I don't know, man, that shit, to see the nigga walk, like, how he was walking, coming for T.Roy, I'd been like that nigga at his front door. Like, I know y'all seen that video when that nigga was going into his spot, and man, that motherfucking gun he had looked futuristic, but he pulled that bitch kind of off his, and him and the nigga raised up, but he caught the nigga at the drop draw, you know what I'm saying? He shot the nigga stiffened up or whatever. It was like an apartment complex. But that's why I kind of like see T.Roy shit. I'm like, damn, you seen this nigga coming. Like, he just casually walking and you let him pull, like, you let him reach for the strap and you ain't even grab your shit and trying to dodge over behind the nigga and hit the nigga. Like, none of that shit. Like, that's kind of how I feel about Dolph shit. His brother is like, nigga, you playing security. I ain't gonna say playing, I don't wanna use certain words, but you being security, like, I work for security. I never had a security detail. Like, I take my motherfucking role very serious, nigga. Very serious with it when it comes to that. Like, ain't nothing getting by me. And when it's up, It's up there. It's stuck up there. Like, when it's up, it's stuck. Like, I ain't lacking. I ain't letting nothing get by me. I ain't letting nothing approach me. I ain't off guard. I ain't sleeping. Like, I'm on it. I'm on you. You approach me. Who the fuck is this? Who is this guy? You know, I'm on the casino tip. Who is this? Who is this guy? Who is that? I'm telling you, I'm on you, boy. They're gonna make it so tight for you. You gonna think they pressing you on the yard, boy. Get the fuck on, boy. Better find you somewhere to be. Better get your ass lit up. I'm telling you, you gonna get hit up around these parts. Hey, we ain't taking no motherfucking prisoners. I ain't trying to take a nigga hostage, put a zip tie on you, ask you no questions, none of that shit. I'm gonna just hit your ass and leave you right there for them to come zip your ass up or put the white sheet over you. Boy, got me fucked up. I'm gonna do you something. But yeah, man, the T.Roy thing and the TV thing is just fucked up, man. It's gonna keep on happening, keep on going, you know. I ain't preaching no hate, none of that shit. I'm just seeing it, came across it, decided to put it on y'all plate. You know what I'm saying? If you got time, check it out. I'm out.